Hello guys and welcome back to episode number 26 of the Arsenal Career Mode. Today we are starting with a game against Manchester City, as you would have known from the last episode, and we are going to be entering the January transfer window today. And if you have any suggestions for players that you'd like me to use, do feel free to leave them down below. It really does help me out. I'm looking for a striker, possibly a right back or a left back, either or, if you've got any good suggestions. Thank you for the suggestions in the previous few episodes. It does really help me out by you guys just, interacting with the series. And thank you for over 330 subscribers, which happened the other day. I was out with some friends. I came home and I gained like 4 to 5 subs in the space for like 2 hours, which was absolutely crazy. So thank you guys so much for that. Hopefully you have been enjoying the videos as of recent. We do go into this game against City, starting Chambers at right back for a change. And apart from that, we pretty much were starting our full strength side, and straight away City almost scored. I feel that on world class, sometimes when you start the game, you'll get into the game and eventually, they'll get, once they get the ball from kickoff, they keep it and they have a shot, and it pretty much happens every time. It's really frustrating, and we were getting absolutely done over by Man City in this game, and I was thinking, oh god, I really need to at least get a draw here at the Etihad. Obviously away from home we have been fairly alright. We still have not lost a single game yet in the league this season, so it really is important for me to try and maintain that for as long as possible. We do get a chance here with Alexis Sanchez. He fires one at Company, it comes back off, rebounds off Caballero, and Mandzukic narrowly just manages to get it across the line at the far post. And you can see there how close he was to overrunning it. And I was like, oh no, please, please. And it did actually go in. It made it 1-0 to us, which kind of gave us a little bit of breathing space in this game, as we were getting absolutely torn apart by Man City. And I could just feel the goal coming, and hopefully Joe Hart wouldn't let one of his former teammates score a goal against us. Hopefully he just would be on top form. But look at this. I mean, what on earth are you supposed to do about situations like that? Aguero takes the volley, it hits Sami Khedira, and he ends up putting it into the path of Fernandinho, and he does go and end up scoring. And we get another chance here of Walcott, and unfortunately Caballero with a very nice save. Well, it could have been Handanovic actually. I'm not too sure who they had in goal. I think it was actually Handanovic. I do apologise. But look at that again. Just absolutely getting destroyed by City, and I was so annoyed at this point because obviously I don't want to lose the first game of the season. If we could get into the new year on an unbeaten run in the league, that would be absolutely fantastic. But you can see we were getting very unlucky, and it was a shame really, because I really did want to pick up the 3 points. We've been doing so well this season in the league, and if we can just continue on some good form, we could eventually end up lifting the title, which is obviously what we all want, and hopefully that can become more of a reality in future episodes. But Ramsey here gets a free kick 35 yards out, smashes it, and unfortunately way too easy for Handanovic, and he does calmly get it, and it goes out for a goal kick. But we do actually get a lifeline in itself. In the 80th minute we get a penalty. Thank you to Yaya Toure, who did score the goal against us, that I did feel was a little bit unfair, because the goal was just ridiculous how he managed to get that in. But nevertheless we step up, and we do actually end up giving it to Danny Welbeck. He has joint best penalties with Aaron Ramsey, and I believe it is Mesut Ozil as well. So I thought, why not give that guy Welbs the opportunity to prove himself against one of his former arch rivals, I guess you could say, because obviously he used to be at Manchester United, and he does go ahead and bury it and make it 2-1. To be honest guys, all I wanted now was just to keep this point. I didn't really care too much about trying to score, because all we needed was a point. And we do get the point against City, which gives us a bit of breathing space at the top now, trying to keep us away from the other teams. Obviously we've still got Chelsea, who we are trying to claw back into that position, but it's so difficult because Chelsea are on such a good run of form right now in the league. And we do get Godin here, who has a contract expiring in 7 months. So I wanted to kind of get him tied down before the January transfer window. Obviously he can enter into negotiations for pre-contracts and stuff, and I would hate to lose Diego Godin to a pre-contract. We do have some good youth scouts here coming in with some nice little players, and we do actually sign one of them up, Ben Robinson. He looks okay, and our other youth scouts that we have look pretty good as well. So it's all doing pretty well right now. And we do go into the second game of the episode, which is away at Crystal Palace. 2 games away today is what we've got in store for you. And yeah, we are going to actually be simming the last game of this episode, which would have been the third game. It is against Norwich, and it is at home. But you can see here, we are playing against Crystal Palace, a team that I'd actually really like to manage one day. They've got a very nice young team, good talents in there like Balassi and Punchin, and what's the dude's name? Dwight Gale. They have, do they still have Shamak from Arsenal? I don't know. They have Sonogo, obviously in real life as well. Definitely a team that I would not mind managing in maybe a future career mode. Definitely a really positive team to try and bring forward and bring back to success, I guess. But we do hopefully go into this game with good intentions, and look at this from Oxlade-Chamberlain. I'm really glad, hopefully, fingers crossed guys, he'll want to stay, because we really need Oxlade. He's been such an influence to us when he has come off of the bench or he started ahead of Theo Walker or Alexis Sanchez on either wing. But look at that from Sanchez, absolutely fantastic. Why he is like my favourite player pretty much in the game. I've used Sanchez in Ultimate Team so much. I think I played like 150 games with him. And he's just as good offline as well. I mean, look at that. Just absolutely beautiful finish there. Lovely, skillful work to get around all of the Crystal Palace defenders and put one past Speroni, is it, in goal? I think that's the name of the Crystal Palace goalkeeper. And we do actually put ourselves 1-0 up just after half-time. So straight after the break, we got ourselves into it. And from there on out, really, we just started to take control of the game. You know, I was really playing some nice football, managing to get into the box. You can see here, Oxlade unfortunately did the spin and it just came off really badly. We do get another chance here though with Alexis Sanchez, a Ronaldo chop, and he does fire at the keeper, and Wilfred Bony is there to clean it up and make it 2-0. And I did give Bony the chance over Danny Welbeck and Mario Mandzukic. I'm trying to even out the strikers a little bit. I'm only looking for one more striker. I want to bring in a real dominant striker, you know, the likes of Luis Suarez and you know, the really high-end strikers in world football at the moment. So I'll be looking for some of them sort of players over the next few episodes, and we can see what that. But look at that from Mesut Ozil. That is one of my favourite goals I've scored, especially because one, it's with Ozil, and the way he took it, it just looked like, you know what, man, I've got this, I'm going to score this. And he just led back and he was like, you know what, here you go, bang. And what a stunning finish. I mean, I love the way that he just leant back and was like, you know what, this is going in. I know this is going in, and I'm going to make it look classy. And I just love the way he took the shot there. It looks so good. And we do make it 3-0, which is just absolutely fantastic. To get a nice big win over one of the bottom side teams does give us a lot of confidence going into, you know, the run of the new year. Obviously, up to the end of the season, we're going to have to be on top form. We do get another chance here with Bony. He takes it on the keeper, pass Speroni for the fourth, and that is Bonny's second, along with an Alexis goal and also a Mesut Ozil goal. So we've had a really good 2 games in this episode. Unfortunately, we didn't get the 3 points against Manchester City, but obviously we are indeed going to get the 3 points here away at Crystal Palace, which is just fantastic news. I'm really pleased with my performance in that game, and we do move on, capturing another 3 points in the league. But we do actually sim the game here against Norwich, as you can see, feeling pretty confident. You know, Norwich are one of the lower league teams, let's be honest, and we do pick up the 3-1 win over them. So you can see here, Morgan Schneider does want to leave the club. I'm completely fine with that. Loic Perrin wants to leave the club as well. And if you guys, I didn't include it, Aaron Ramsey actually said he wants to stay. So there's no longer any questions around Aaron Ramsey's future. He is going to be staying at the club. And I think Oxlade-Chamberlain didn't actually say he wanted to leave. I think he was getting slightly pissed off with me for not playing him. Everything seems to be resolved now. So in the next episode, we will continue with that. We do reject an offer straight away for Joe Hart. We're not selling him. And we obviously are on the 1st of January now. So in the next episode, we'll go through some transfer dealings and stuff like that. But until then, guys, here's the league table. You can see that we are still training Chelsea. But this is going to be the end of the video, guys. If you have enjoyed, if we could smash 5 likes as always, that would be absolutely fantastic. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. There'll be a link down below, and I will speak to you guys in the next episode.